sun in. Lift your weary head up to the sky. Open up your window, let the sun in, and sing out with your arms stretched open wide. Hello world!
Hello, world.
Hello, world. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, Chloe. How are you this morning?
Oh, I'm great. I actually have, usually I just have water in my mug, but today I actually have a hot beverage. I have a nice little tea.
A nice little tea.
Nice little.
What kind of tea do you
English breakfast tea.
Oh, English breakfast. Wonderful.
Yeah.
What a wonderful tea.
It's a very cozy morning. I just, when we get to this time of year and the sun comes up earlier, the lighting is better in this room. I wake up a little bit earlier. I've got some time and energy to make tea. And I don't have to use as much makeup to not look like a ghost.
Yeah, that works. Speaking of, I am sorry, I didn't have my light on.
No.
Yeah, speaking of light, I'm like, I should put some more light on my face.
Get it together.
Good morning. Get it together, Fear.
Come on.
You've had an hour and a half to get together. Good morning, Arthur, in the chat. Good to see you. Yeah, it's Monday morning, which means here we are.
Here we are.
Hello, world.
Starting another week.
This is we're getting into the middle part of April. We had a snowstorm last week.
Oh my gosh!
Here in the Boston area.
What was that about?
What was that? I know. It's one of those things. Somebody said something to the effect of, this happens every year. It's just we forget about it, and then it gets nice for a couple of days, and then when the snow hits, we're like, what the hell?
Just the weather amnesia.
Yeah,
is very real. We're just so hopeful. Yeah, because people kept commenting on it. I kept being like, well, it is still April.
Right. It's not June yet.
Not quite yet.
And hopefully that will be the last snow we get, because I am over it. Good morning, Bella. I'm glad those Facebook posts reminded you to tune in. That's what helpful. They're for.
Yeah. They're doing their job.
They're doing their job. All right. Well, we have a packed show today. We are
got a lot going on.
We are chock full of guests, and I'm very excited. But before we get to that, let's do a little what day today is.
What day is it, Matt?
It's I don't know. I don't even know anymore. So this is interesting. Today is National. It's National Hanging Out Day, not National For Hanging Out Day. That was from last week.
That's 4/12.
National Hanging Out Day. Now, this is not like hanging out like you and I would hang out.
Yeah,
Chloe.
what does this mean?
This is actually a day that has been set aside to talk about saving energy by hanging out your clothes to dry, like not using dryers and cold washing and things like that. Yeah, I thought so too. Let me see here. I'm trying to see who started it here. It started in 1995 by a group called Project Laundry List, which is a New Hampshire-based group that encourages outdoor drying of clothes, making air drying laundry and cold water washing acceptable and desirable as simple and effective ways to save energy.
Well, how about that? Detergents are so good these days that cold water wash is pretty effective.
Yeah, it's
I think
true.
most people just do that now.
Yeah. And yeah, hanging clothes out to dry is all well and good if it isn't snowing in the middle of April. You're not wrong, Booth.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. But it's starting to get nicer out. Maybe put some clothes out to dry.
Yeah.
Out there. So that's our little national day. Our trivia fact today is on this date in 1897, the first Boston Marathon was held.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that happening this year?
I don't know. Well, today, I guess, isn't today Marathon Monday? Today is usually the day that it would happen.
Yeah.
But I haven't really heard anything about it, so I don't know if it's going on or not. Are you Googling it?
I'm gonna
Why don't you Google that?
Quick. Because I can't imagine.
To October is what I'm saying. DJ Flawless Walrus, which I love.
Oh my God, incredible name!
So much. I would go see you spin.
I would hire that DJ for my wedding.
100%.
Yeah. Well, and so here's the thing: is that I have a lot of as a personal trainer, I have a lot of clients who are runners or who are trying to get back into running. Just restarting things. After the year-long break we all took from fitness.
Year-long.
Yeah. I have a lot of people who are trying to get back into running and, trying to build back up their cardio and stuff. I'm like, okay, so do you want to sign up for a 5K or a 10K or something? And they're like, no, I'm not going to do a race until we can actually do it in person. And honestly, that's so fair, because what they're doing, a lot of them are just changing over to virtual 5Ks or 10Ks where you just run it by yourself and then send them your time or something.
Oh man, I can do that. Yeah, I was so fast. I ran that.
I bet you'd be way faster at a virtual
10 minutes.
Yeah. And
Eddie Izzard, right? She is a very, very famous comedian. She does her running on treadmills, and she runs 14, she runs 14 marathons a week or something like that. It's ridiculous the amount of marathons.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, there was one that she did 10 day in 10 races in 10 days or something crazy like that.
Something insane.
It's bonkers.
I don't get it. That many marathons can't be healthy. You would think there's a point where your body's stop it.
Well, I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. Is we have a lot of great training technology these days, that more people can become better athletes and more fit. But the ones who actually really make it to Olympics are just freaks. They're just genetically stronger and less prone to injury than other people. Right. Unfortunately, it makes me really sad.
Well, speaking of people that are just above and beyond, this is our trivia question for the day. Who is the only athlete in history to win a Boston Marathon, a New York City Marathon, and an Olympic medal?
Oh, I'm very excited to find out who this
the
is.
Distance running trifecta. So this is
the triple crown of
triple crown, if you
racing.
will, of putting one foot in front of the other very quickly for a long period of time.
Too long.
For too long. Far too long.
Good for them.
Right? And this person is unbelievable.
I'm so excited.
So think on that. You could Google it if you want to be a cheater, or you could just wait till the end of the show and we'll tell you.
We've got some guesses. We're going to find out. It's going to be great.
We do have some guesses. Booth, I will say right now that I'm not going to give you the answer, but you are incorrect. So keep thinking.
I think Bella's onto something.
Yeah. So, well, Bella's ruined the answer. It was, in fact, Forrest Gump. They didn't put that. They cut that part out of the movie.
He just did so many things in his lifetime. They had to cut something.
So many things. They decided to cut that and put him meeting President Johnson. So I don't know.
Now it's the White House again, and I'm at the president again.
Yeah. All right. Well, so we'll tell you the answer to that at the end of the show. But we are going to move right along.
Let's do it.
And chat with our first guest. I'm very excited to bring her on. She's calling all the way across the pond in Liverpool, England. Please welcome comedian Avery Edison. Avery, hello.
Hello, it's good to be here. Hello, world. Hello,
Good
stream.
afternoon.
Hello, chat.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Yes, it's like 2:44 over here right now. So I should be asleep at this time in the afternoon, but I managed to wake myself up for all of you.
Time for that afternoon nap.
We truly appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Do you have tea before your afternoon nap or after your afternoon nap?
You mean the drink tea or dinner, supper? Which tea? To which tea are you referring? There's too many teas.
Or are you talking about the Boston public transit system?
Yes, exactly.
Also known as the T.
The tea.
Yeah. At what time of day do you ride public transportation?
Actually, never. There's been a pandemic. So
I've heard that.
Right.
Yes.
Forgot. I'm sorry.
I'm very good at doing the pandemic. I'm the only person who's followed all the rules. A lot of people are caught out. They accidentally didn't follow some rules. I followed all of the rules.
And that's that's why we brought you on the show.
Yeah, I'm the best, morally the best person. I don't drink much tea. I've been getting into hot chocolate though. Someone gifted us a special hot chocolate maker. So
wait, a hot chocolate maker, like describe.
It's called the Velvetizer. It's do you know the Hotel chocolate brand, Hotel Chocolat? And you pour in a little bit of milk, you pour in the powder, and then it does a special magnetic spinning and heating thing. It makes very nice hot chocolate. I just finished off a bunch of the. Obviously, it's a razor blade business model, so they get you for the initial machine, and then you have to buy a lot of powders going forward. So I just finished off the salted caramel powder, and then I reordered some more. I got the white hot chocolate powder, so that's due to arrive today. It could arrive during this very stream, in which case I will have to abandon my microphone.
I get it.
And answer
I
the door.
understand.
100%. Is this what we're talking about here? Is this the?
It is.
That
my
looks
gosh.
amazing.
It looks expensive, it turns out.
It does. I didn't mean to call your friend out.
Well, I will
You've
have
got
to do
very nice friends.
Someone buying us something that expensive in a pandemic, no less. I've lost my moral sheen.
This economy.
I thought I was here.
This has hot chocolate.
Yeah.
I just put the powder in my cup and put it in the microwave.
That works probably just as well. You know,
Not as frothy though.
Yeah.
Not as frothy.
No, it does have a nice froth, and it feels expensive, and that's important.
Yeah.
We got to have our little luxuries,
Yes.
especially in a pandemic.
You really
Absolutely.
do. You gotta treat yourself because, I mean, where else are you going to find happiness?
Where do we get our joy?
Where do we get our joy?
I wish the hot chocolate gave me anything. I'm thoroughly. The other day, my girlfriend and I were out roller skating, and she was like, "Oh, it's so good. You can't be depressed when you roller skate." I was like, "Yeah, I can. No, I can. I can be depressed when I'm doing everything all the time."
Excellent at multitasking.
Yeah.
In fact, sometimes I'm more depressed when I'm roller skating because I'm usually falling and hurting myself.
Well, yeah, we had a few incidents there. We're taking some time away from the roller skating.
I think it's coming back. Roller skates are coming back though. It's getting big again.
Oh, for sure. My girlfriend saw a lot of it on TikTok. She's very into TikTok. I'm unfortunately too old. I just turned 33 on April 2nd, so I edged out. But she's a couple of years younger than me. She's obsessed with the TikTok roller skaters, so we had to get a pair and spend a weekend falling on our bottoms, as we say over here.
I'm charming.
But yeah, no, it was very fun. We were out on Saturday. It was a lovely sunny day. We're on Albert Docks here in Liverpool. The clock was striking 3:00 for Prince Philip's funeral, and we were just roller skating around, not a care in the world. Certainly not thinking of that weird old man.
Yeah, he did not look. Age did not do him anything.
Well, I don't want to be ageist and say something that, like he looked like he had died many years ago and was a decaying, decrepit zombie of a man.
We would never say that.
No,
I never
I'm
even
too
think
scared of being ageist, because when I talk about Prince Philip looking like a creature from a lagoon, Prince Philip's not going to see that, especially now he's dead. But my creatures from the lagoon that follow me are going to see that, and they're going to be hurt.
Yeah, because you're being lagoonist.
I'm being lagoonist.
We try to be inclusive here.
These days they probably don't even let you offend the lagoonists these days, do they? It's the political correctness. You can't say close up the lagoons. You can't say pour a bunch of concrete into the lagoon to stop all the creatures coming, because the creatures are insisting on having rights.
Yeah, we're gonna have to edit all this out in post.
Well, you're in the pocket of Big Lagoon.
Yeah, Lagoon. The Big Lagoon actually sponsors the channel.
Yeah, that's
I just got a check from them yesterday. It was surprisingly substantial.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of money in lagoons.
Yeah, it's mostly sunken pirate treasure.
Yeah. Mostly doubloon based.
Booty doubloons.
Yeah,
Dead man's chests. For instance.
So Avery, you said prior to the show starting, when we were doing our little pre-show getting to know you, you said you had something very important that you wanted to plug today.
Yeah, it's really vital, because I've not had enough eyes on this. I wonder, would it be okay if I share my screen?
Oh, 100%. I wish you would.
Yes. So yes, Google Chrome, you're allowed to. Oh, I've got to open system. Oh my gosh. Well, I can talk while I do it. Yeah. So recently I did a tweet that I had. Oh, I can't share my screen because I need to give permissions, and that's not. Oh. Well,
here I've got your Twitter pulled up here. Would you like me to share my screen?
Yeah, that works. You might have to scroll down a bit, but night mode, looking fancy. But I recently did a tweet that I had posted before and deleted, because that's what I do with my popular tweets. I get rid of all of them so I can harvest the likes once more. But I did a tweet about milk and my roommate putting powdered milk in his milk so he could drink more milk per milk. Which was a real thing that I had to live with in my 20s.
Oh, my goodness.
And the tweet got nearly 300,000 likes.
Oh, my.
That's really great. I'm very pleased with it. A lot of people would settle there and rest on the laurels. But I think we can push it further. And so my funny bit is, here we go, yes. So as you can see there, we've got 274,000 likes, 18.7k retweets, and 2,500 quote tweets, and all of them are awful. But I do not mind, because I'm harvesting the likes. I'm turning that into dopamine in my brain. And so my very funny bit is I insist that I get more likes, retweets, and quote tweets, even replies. I'll take replies, any kind of interaction. Well, doing God's work here with a retweet from Matt.
There's a like
and a like.
Is there anything else I can press? Is there any other I don't really use, me retweeting your tweet is not going to get you really anything. I have very few followers.
I've been on Twitter for 14 years now, and you hear this a lot from low follower people that they think they don't make a difference. But it's every like counts. You know, we have a phrase over here, look after the pennies and the pounds will take care of themselves. And I feel that way with likes as well. I wish I could go out and say to someone, if you like this, I'll get an extra 1,000 likes. That's not true. I do have to go after the little likes. And it's people like you, the little people, the nobodies,
all right.
The almost shadow people who live in the dirt. And it's impressive they even have a phone. Where did they get it? Who taught them to use it? You know?
I'm feeling very singled out right now, Avery. I just want you to know I'm feeling very attacked.
Well, I mean, you drew the attention to yourself.
I did it to myself.
I didn't say stand up and start debasing yourself. You were the one who said, I'm a pathetic little worm and this like is all I have to give. It's not my fault. You painted a target on your own foreheads. Yeah. And I'm impressed you have the paint, you know.
The roast part is later in the show too.
I'm sorry.
Dave Thomas just showed up and we're gonna have to cut him from the show. He's gonna be our we have to cut him now because the roast is already happening. I will say this, Avery. We do have a resident Twitter deity,
Twitter handler
on payroll here at 2MB Studios. One of the producers, Rachel, actually, who booked you for the show, and she is going to be retweeting it as well. So
that's
there
good.
You go.
I think she might have retweeted it before even. So
can you retweet?
Oh, absolutely. You can unretweet and then retweet. In fact, that's what I encourage people to. I want them retweeting, then unretweeting, and then retweeting all day long. I'm glad you mentioned payroll though, because when I was invited to be on the show, I didn't mention my fee, but now is a good time to bring it.
Well, that's our show, everybody.
I don't think we can afford any more minutes.
Yeah, we can't afford you.
Well, the kind of person who gets that many likes, obviously, you're going to pay a premium to get that kind of social power onto the show. I mean, I know I was only invited on here so that I would tweet out about the show and hopefully bring more people to it. And I'm happy to do it. And it's just that every new viewer you get because of me, obviously, I'm entitled to royalties on that down the line. It's a sort of multi-level marketing streaming situation.
Yeah, that's
and every minute I'm on air is $1,000. It's not that much to ask.
Yeah. That's really how we choose our guests is by how willing they are to promote our channel.
Clout. You need the clout.
We need the social capital.
You're clout chasers. And I think it's great that you come out and say it. Matt says, I'm a creature that lives in a bog. I don't know what my phone is, but someone told me I can use it to get clout.
Yeah, and I know. I don't even have a phone. My phone is still on the wall. In the other room. I have this phone.
Got a curly cord and
phone
everything
here behind me, and this is my landline here.
Okay. So see, it makes much more sense now because I was wondering why is there a bunch of Big Lebowski memorabilia, but the landline tells me you are very firmly living in the past.
Oh yeah, I have not moved out of 1994.
Oh, perfect.
That's when I peaked. So I just want to stay there.
For you, the Big Lebowski is the future. It's very impressive to you. Whereas the rest of us are sort of saying, we're done with that. It was a fine movie. There are certainly some quotable lines. I apologize. I would switch to roasting Chloe, but I can see nothing to roast. She seems perfect.
Chloe is perfection. Chloe is perfection incarnate. That's why we have her on the show to make me standable.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm really just here to, soften Matt's edges with my commissioned portrait of me and my best friend as centaurs and my two tarot decks.
Very normal.
Very normal.
Oh my gosh. I'm glad I'm not on the show longer because I would start saying some ugly things about tarot. Oh my gosh. Just some rude stuff. This is why I don't have I get invited on shows once and I don't get invited back because I can't stop myself from going cruel. Avery, it's not fun roasting, it's cruelty.
Would it help you to know that one of them is a Jane Austen tarot deck?
Well, for feminism, for girl boss, Jane Austen feminism, perfect. It's for equality.
Yeah.
A tarot. Finally, a tarot deck for women. For too long, it's been the domain of straight white men.
I mean, tarot's always been in our pocket. Yeah. No, Avery, you've just secured yourself a recurring spot on the show.
I would absolutely love to come back. I'm sorry I can't stick around for the actual roast later because I want to enjoy the Liverpool sunshine on the one day a year that we have it. But I would love to come back. I'd love to. I had to quickly set up my streaming situation so I don't have my camera nearby, but I'm really excited to come back and show my face next time instead of this Twitter avatar from 5 years ago. I don't look like this anymore. This is young Avery,
this is before you moved into a lagoon.
Yeah, exactly. She's so dry when I look at that picture. I'm like,
is this from when you were living with the milk roommate?
No, not that long ago. I would have.
Okay.
I lived with the milk roommate pre-transition, so it would be a very, very different picture, which I can bring along next time. We can take turn. We can laugh at me instead. Pre-transition with my shaved head, my unicycle, my upside down tall bike, where I wore a top hat and fake moustache to ride around my small village.
It's so much.
Oh,
there's a lot going on that we can get
fit
into.
right in the Cambridge area.
Oh my gosh, yeah, probably.
That's this Cambridge, not your Cambridge.
No, I've actually been to the Americas a couple of times. Yeah,
the Americas.
Oh.
I don't know. I love that. I love referring to this as the Americas.
Yes, if I'm a character in a Joss Whedon show, so I call it the colonies in a very sort of arch way.
That makes sense.
So Avery, you if people want to find you, they can find you on Twitter at A Edison on Twitter, and then you also have a very lovely website, averyedison.com.
Yes.
And let's see. Talk to us real quick while we've still got you for a minute or so. Talk to us about your magazine. Do you still do Framed Egg magazine?
Oh, Framed Egg. That was a very, very long time. That was like 2011, 12. I haven't gone back and read the issues. It's all just like just jokes. And I imagine some of them are quite rum in 2021, but in 2000, so maybe there's some messed up stuff in there. I don't know. I haven't looked, but no. It was. Do you guys know about Army Man magazine that I think George Meyer, before he worked on The Simpsons, it was this little zine that he printed, and the first issue was just all jokes that he wrote, and then the issues 2 and 3 were there's like all kinds of like comedy luminaries of the then tomorrow. In you know, like in the 1990s, where so you got like Bob Odenkirk putting stuff in there, and I forget everyone else. But anyways, I was very inspired by Army Man magazine at one point in my life, and I thought I should put together a little 20-page zine of just jokes. And so I made like 5 of them, and no, 7, sorry. And you can see throughout that I am clearly riffing on the work of a writer from 1990, but it was a lot of fun. Probably the last good creative thing I did was this magazine that I did 10 years ago. But yeah, go to averyedison.com and you can find it. They're all out there free. You can see quotes from nice things people have said about me, where I have Paul F. Tompkins saying, "Clearly you are criminally insane." Not something he said as a friend or an endorsement, but because when I got him to sign a CD for me, I kept insisting he take money beyond the price of the CD. I said, "You have to. I've enjoyed you on so many podcasts." This was in 2009. I said, "I've listened to you for years on Never Not Funny." We didn't know then how many podcasts he would be on. I said, "Please take some extra money." And he said no, and then he signed my CD. "Hey, Avery, clearly you're criminally insane." I was like, "That's a quote. I'm putting it on my website." That's a ringing endorsement.
If he denies it, I have it in. I have proof.
I have the proof. I'll take him to court. Someone commented, "I love Avery Swings and Roundabouts podcast," and that is a more recent creative thing I did. If you go to swingsandroundaboutspodcast.com, there's a fun little short-lived podcast. All my projects very short-lived, but It's really very good. I'm very proud of it. So you should listen to that.
Fantastic. Swings and roundabouts.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And there's the link in the chat. Thank
Perfect.
you, Rachel. Well, Avery, it's been an absolute delight. And
I'm glad.
I'm excited to have you back. So
I'm excited to come back as well. This has been
and I'll change my setup for you next time, so it's not.
That would be great. I was friends with a lot of hipsters back when that was a thing, so I have Big Lebowski related trauma, and your background is very triggering to me.
Oh, I apologize.
I mean, there's more
I'll put
recent.
my green screen back up. But.
Yeah, there's more recent Coen Brothers movies. Hail Caesar was amazing. You know, there's a lot of quotable stuff in there. Some fun characters. You got George Clooney in the outfit. You could dress up as a Roman gladiator and.
Well, I do that after.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mondays
Gladiator
at 11
is
is my gladiator time.
Okay, gotcha. I apologize.
All right. Well, enjoy the Liverpool sunshine,
Thank you.
We'll see you next time. Take care, Avery.
All right. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Just wonderful.
What a delight.
What a delight. I'm gonna have to go get some aloe to rub
on those sick burns.
There. And while I do that, why don't everyone watch some of the stuff that we did last week here on
we
2
did
and 3.
last week.
These both sound
fear with optimism.
Huh?
Or with a weapon such as a sword or arrow.
Yep.
Or positivity, a weapon like a healthy spirit.
Or a large weapon like a catapult.
Mm-hmm.
Or a large weapon like the word of Enteresh.
That sounds right too. Ah, my friends have gave me excellent advice.
Sloth.
Okay, sloths with romantic drama. Thank you, John. Mike, species.
Monkeys.
Monkeys, and why were they separated?
4 bananas, 5 monkeys.
Food dispute, all right. So was it over romance? Was it over food or something else?
And Autumn and Greg, do you guys have anything that you'd like to promote or anything you'd specifically like to talk about? If you don't have something to promote, then I don't know.
Or
promote
anything
a TV
you'd
show
like
or
to
something.
say.
Yeah. Or something you'd like to say to the group.
Oh, first of all,
Oops. Okay, that's it. All right.
Incredible.
First of all, and then
That's amazing. Yeah. Maybe she pooped.
That's good. I'm also drinking some water.
No Doug Flutie chat.
Was that a little Squirtle?
A little Squirtle.
Nice.
Oh. I like that.
In case you didn't know who it was.
Oh, look at me. I'm Steve. I don't really know anything about Pokemon. Oh, little old me. Like a mug. Don't play coy with me.
I'm wearing this.
There is ample time. There are 2 rounds left. What I'm saying is it's still wide open, even though it's a very, very good round for Rob. Before we get into the next round, though, let's get to know everybody a little bit. Let's chat a little. Jer, tell me something interesting.
I don't have anything interesting to say.
Lies. Give me a hot take on a movie. You're
Given the current pandemic, I mean, we really shouldn't be getting out of town at all. So, right?
Smoke Uncle Hiram, the cigar that suits.
What are your thoughts on Prince Philip?
Yeah.
I would say take him out of the can.
That's Prince Albert.
Yeah, Prince Albert.
It is time, don't you think, to get that poor
games and just get into the all-you-can-eat buffet.
You're speaking my language. Jess.
Sex with me is like a casino. Take a chance, make it happen. Pop my cork, fingers snapping. Spin me on your dick, round and round we go.
All right, I thought you might keep going, but
Life is good.
Similar creatures like wolves and minks and ermines. It comes as a surprise to many people that, yes, they do need gloves for all sorts of actions that they take in the wild. And without gloves, their little paws would be raw. So thank you so much for having me today. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Of course, it's a. I'm sure there's a charity you'll tell us about later. Let's move on to Ramona Numeral.
It is full of small fishes. If you want to go on land, we can do that too. I'm a frog, I freeze myself when it's too cold to be outside. I'm just a little frog, I'd love a snog, and now I am a whole ass prince.
Good boy.
Do you miss your eggs, Bob? Yeah, I know.
Please tell us what your question was.
Look, I carry my home from place to place. I don't settle down anywhere. I don't know anyone. But you all seem to know people. You all seem to have friends, and you keep them around forever, even after they died.
These are more statements. Oh, why? Okay.
Why?
Why?
Why do you make connections? Why do you want to hold on to people forever? Why not throw them away?
Because I like the...
There it is. Stuff happening last week.
We had a lot of stuff happen.
Oh my goodness. We have so many shows. It's ridiculous. Like, it's just awesome. Like, ridiculously awesome is what I meant.
Ridiculously awesome. Where are we up to in terms of followers and subscribers and stuff?
Oh, yeah. You want a little insight here? You want a little?
Give me a little insight. Give me the
what
numbers.
are we doing? This is cool. Actually, we recently hit. We are at 1,109 followers on the channel.
Wow.
So, that's pretty dope.
That's pretty dang
cool.
good.
Yeah. And you know what you could really do if you'd really like to support the channel? You could subscribe to our Patreon. We have a Patreon now, which is great. It's going to be growing. We're going to keep putting stuff on there. We're going to do some behind the scenes stuff on some of that content on there. Thank you, Rachel. I was just in the process of doing that as well. So thank you for putting that in the chat for me. Yeah, we can get some custom merch. You can we will have a special Discord channel that people can then join. And I don't know, maybe a little preview of things to come. There might just be a Matt and Chloe show coming to Patreon viewers, to our Patreon subscribers. Chloe and I are talking about doing something a little special for our Patreon patrons.
How exciting!
How exciting! So keep an ear out for that. So we still have so much show. I'm so excited.
Let's keep it rolling.
Let's just keep it rolling right along. As you know, I have recently become obsessed with a little thing, just this little musical event that happens every year called, it's just this little thing called the Eurovision Song
a small
Contest.
little independent show.
This small little independently done, I think it's in someone's garage. I have just become obsessed with it. I've been listening to the songs for this year's contest just nonstop. And we have brought onto Hello World we now have a Eurovision correspondent. Please welcome to the show, Ciaran Grumley. Ciaran, good morning.
Good morning and hello world. How are we?
Oh my goodness, I'm great.
We're so good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
happy 4 weeks to Eurovision.
How many?
4 weeks.
4 weeks. So we're a month away.
Excited.
I am doing all the research I can to try and find out how to watch this show on this side of the pond.
I have a couple of tips for you there. Anticipating your question, and we should, we should full disclosure. We did not discuss this before the show. We're flying. This is like we're riffing here. But I anticipated you might ask that question. So you will need a VPN.
A VPN.
The kids will know what a VPN is. Yeah.
Okay. So someone's going to have to explain to me what a VPN is.
Yeah. You can get one of the kids to explain that to you.
Yeah.
But because unfortunately the US doesn't have any broadcasting rights for the Eurovision this year. The other way around it.
Did Netflix not get them for 2021?
No, they let it lapse because last year's was cancelled. There were some deals in the offing for last year for Netflix to show it on a delayed broadcast, which is fine. At least you get to see it, but it's not the same as watching it live. And then Twitter's going to ruin it for you and spoilers and stuff. The other way, what I used to do would be I would buy a premium package with my cable provider and then cancel it on Monday, which I don't recommend doing. It's probably not ethical to do that, but I consider it like a trial period, because if you can get access to one of the national broadcasters from the country, they will do it. So one of the premium packages you can get here on one of the cable networks was a Spanish language package, and they had the Spanish national broadcaster was actually included in it, so I got it for the weekend so we could watch it. And that's how I watched
Spanish?
it. It was in Spanish, but you just watch the music and just do your own commentary over the Spanish. And the other way of doing it is to get access to a stream from one of the national broadcasters. Now, the last couple of years, the Irish broadcaster have been streaming it on their player, which has been available here in the States. So that's probably what I'm going to try and do this year if they're streaming it again, because you can just stream it to your tablet or your phone and then just project it onto the TV or whatever. So that's kind of what I'm planning on doing this year. Hopefully they'll do it, but they've been doing it for the past 5 or 6 years, so I'm assuming they're doing it again this year.
Yeah,
but it's not easy. It should be a lot easier.
Yeah, we need to find somebody that's got a screen outside so we can project it outside and get some.
Those are the best. Those viewing parties are the best.
Oh, I can only imagine. So we're 4 weeks away. Very, very excited. I've been listening nonstop to the songs. Do you have any front runners in your head that you think are gonna take it?
I've got 3 favorites, and I can tell you the top 3 that the bookies, the bookmakers, are currently anticipating are going to win. So the third favorite right now is Switzerland, strangely enough, which is a ballad. And it's okay, but I really want to know. I don't know if you've watched the official video for the Swiss entry, but it's a little bizarre. So I kind of want to know what the translation is of the lyrics, because the video is so bizarre. So Switzerland is 3, France is 2 with Voila, which is kind of like an Edith Piaf. Have you listened to it, Matt? Yeah,
I have. I don't remember the Swiss one. What's the Swiss?
It's a ballad. I can't remember the name of it. It's some strange name, but it's a ballad. And then the favorite to win is Malta with Je me casse. So Malta are the favorite to win right now. But of course, it could go anyway. Who knows? My own personal favorite 3, none of which I anticipate winning, are Finland, Norway, and who was the other one? Italy. I love Italy. And Iceland.
Which one's Italy? Which one?
It's kind of like a punk rock metal one. You'll know it if you hear it. Yeah, but I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, I shared the. I've been sharing videos on my Facebook when I watch them, and the Cypress. Rachel is saying the Cypress song bangs. I think that's the El Diablo one, isn't that El Diablo?
El Diablo. It's very Gaga, isn't it? It's very Gaga sound.
It's very.
Yeah.
But it's
strangely not ranked. It's not ranked for a favorite to win, which is weird because it is a good song.
And I'm a big fan of the goofy songs. I like the goofy little number on the ukulele from Germany.
Yeah,
the I Don't Feel Hate.
I Don't Feel Hate. I'm looking forward to seeing so many live performances of the quirky ones. That's one. Ukraine is a very hectic song if they make it to the final, so it'll be interesting to see how they stage that. And
That's intense. That one's intense.
Very intense. Very intense.
The lead singer. Have you seen the video for that? It's very Mad Max.
Yes. It's very post-apocalyptic. Yeah.
Real weird. These people take themselves way too seriously.
Oh yeah. I wanted to qualify so bad just to see the fallout, literal fallout on stage. You know. I do have a little bit of breaking news. So Greece has put out a little teaser about their song this year, and they have said that their performance will be a high-risk stage event that has never before been done at Eurovision. So let's hope they qualify for the final. Well, we'll see it in the semi-final, but let's hope they qualify for the final. So that's all they've said. So I don't know if that's a little ploy to ensure that they go far, but that's a bold statement to say it's never been seen before at Eurovision, because if you've looked at any of Eurovision past performances, we've seen it all, or we thought we'd seen it all.
Oh my God. Someone is going to be eaten by a lion on stage.
Yeah. We've had streakers, we've had stage invasions, we've had everything you could possibly imagine on that show.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm really intrigued.
What was that?
I think that their marketing ploy is working because I'm very intrigued.
I am too, and I don't even know the Greek song. I mean, I've seen it, but I can't remember it.
Yeah.
So you know.
Yeah. I'm listening to the Spotify playlist, and they don't say what country they're from. They just say the artist and the title. So I have to go and look and see.
Well, there is an 11-minute YouTube recap of all songs, but that's a good just to get your brain into who's singing what. You know. Yeah, because that's on there. You want to have
I love that. So now, Ciaran, you talked about when we were talking about you coming on the show today. You were talking about a little bit of the shade that gets thrown at Eurovision. Tell us about that.
Yeah, in particular, poor Barbara Dex. Barbara Dex was a lovely young lady from Belgium who represented her country in the 1993 Eurovision. And what happens is, you know, all the local broadcasters send their own commentator, and they get a little booth at the contest. And in between the songs, they will talk to their audience on the television in the national language. So they all have these little bios about each singer so they can tell them. And unfortunately, Barbara mentioned in her bio that she had made her own dress for the show. And it was torn. It wasn't a particularly attractive dress. Do you have it, Matt? Excellent.
Is that it?
Yeah, poor Barbara made her own dress, and it was a sheer dress. And, you know, the commentators just tore it to shreds. And that was fine. Well, it wasn't fine. It was kind of rude. But then all of a sudden, somebody come up with the idea of let's do a worst dressed at Eurovision each year and call it the Barbara Dex Award. So this, poor Barbara Dex. Now, I should say Barbara's been interviewed about it since, and she's fine with it. She's got a good sense of humor, but it's extremely shady, and I kind of love it, you know, especially now that Barbara's okay with it. But I'm like, wow, it's.
And I went to the Barbara Dex. There's a Barbara Dex wiki page, and they have some pictures. So,
good. Yeah.
I don't know who any of these people are, Ciaran. So if you know who they are,
I can't remember the name of this song, but this is actually a very famous entry. This guy's made a career of himself out of this performance. I can't remember, was it Ukraine or it was one of the former Soviet nations, I believe. But I'm hoping that's atrocious. I'm hoping you have the guy from the 1998 Eurovision for Germany. He was atrocious. He looked like Gargamel from the Smurfs.
Look at the fins here. Look at there are these.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I don't think that's too bad. It's a little Dooney and a little. You see, they can get hypercritical. There's much worse than that. Okay, so that's kind of like newspaper. Yeah, but I mean, not bad. I've seen worse at the Met Ball. That's pretty nasty. Yeah, he could use an iron on the skirt.
Yeah.
But so the Paradex Award has remained in infamy. Oh, that was only a couple of years ago. I think that was Portugal. That was a terrible song. Ooh.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah. The poor Barbara Dex lives on in infamy.
Wow. Yeah, I love it looks like Germany. Did you say it was Gildo Germany in 1998? Is that the one?
98. Yeah, he consistently like, for people who talk at the Barbara Dex Award, they're like, he definitely was number one. It was bad. It was bad. It was indescribable, the costume, and then his hair and everything else. And then he actually climbed into the audience and accosted members during his song. It was an absolute train wreck. It was fun.
Oh no!
Oh my god! I think I found it, and it is.
Did you find it?
I think so. And
he looks a bit like Gargamel.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Oh dear.
I mean, who wrote off? Who would approve this? You know,
somebody was like, "Looks great, send him out."
Yeah, I mean, it was. In fairness, it was pre-Project Runway and RuPaul's Drag Race days, so maybe
we didn't know back then.
Yeah, maybe
it was a simpler time.
It was a much simpler time. Much simpler time.
Well, this has been I love that I'm learning about this is one. They also I'm sorry, I found another one of him. Look at that jacket.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, it's like Matisse puked, basically. Yeah, it's not good.
Well, this is ready to do a roast segment, so we're definitely getting warmed up for that.
It's been a roast themed show, I think.
It has. We've been talking a lot of smack today on.
I caught quite a bit of the last piece, and it was like, okay.
Yeah. Avery was not letting me. Yeah, Avery was not letting me rest on my laurels.
I'm all for it. Absolutely.
Well, Ciaran, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
This posted. We've got 4 weeks, so we'll have to have you on at least one more time before the show.
Perfect.
I'm there. We can get, and we'll have a countdown, and if I mean, and we're going to try to find a way to watch this live.
Oh yeah, we'll work out something, definitely.
Yeah, I'm going to petition the UN to maybe, at least, we don't want to, we'll just tell them America doesn't want to participate. We just want to sit in the back.
Maybe that's what they're afraid of, is that, like, if it starts to get popular in America, we will be like, let us do it too.
Right. Well, actually, there's rumors going around there is going to be a US style Eurovision contest. It was supposed to be this year. I'll have to look that up actually for the next time. For the state. All the states are going to have it. So yeah, so that has been on the books. So it'll be interesting to see if that goes ahead.
Well, I'm ready to represent Massachusetts. So maybe.
Well, I mean, the one thing this country needs is more division among the states. So I think it's a good thing.
Yeah. Well, maybe this will send us. Maybe this will actually bring us together.
Oh yeah, let's hope that happens.
together through music.
Right. That would be the hope.
Fingers crossed.
All right, Ciaran. Well, enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for joining us.
You too, Matt. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Chloe. Have a good day. Enjoy.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, my goodness.
I can't
I'm
wait.
so excited. I'm so excited. Last night I watched a 10-minute video on how to do the dance from the Icelandic song, the 10 Years dance from their Eurovision thing. It's a wonderful 10-minute tutorial video that's done by the band, done by the lead singer of the band, and it's so much fun to watch.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. And I can't wait to watch it. So somebody has to explain to me what a VPN is. Yeah. So I assume that's going to probably be Bella. So Bella, if you could just let me know what a VPN is, or find somebody that knows what a VPN
someone who
is.
does.
Yeah.
We'll bring him on the show.
Yeah, I'll bring him on the show. We'll have him. We'll do a whole interview.
Tutorial.
We'll do a VPN tutorial. Well, I know one person that doesn't know what a VPN is, and that's David Thomas. I mean, he's going to come on. He's like,
maybe he does.
This is what
I
a
hope he
VPN
does.
is. Jerk.
We're going to do a tutorial right now.
We'll do the tutorial right now. Heck with the bit that we had planned. So we mentioned last week, we were talking some smack about Kurt Vonnegut, and I was like, we should bring David and Sarah on to do that. Sarah couldn't make it. David could. So we brought David on to talk some smack about Kurt Vonnegut and Ray Bradbury. Because
what a delight.
We can't just do one.
This is the literary edition.
The literary edition. So please welcome David Thomas. There he is.
Very buff.
Look at those guns.
Yeah.
Pew, pew, pew.
David, how many days until you're in Boston?
68.
68 days until David Thomas.
I'm so excited.
It's going to be like Return of the King in The Hobbit, in the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
In that it'll feel like it never ends.
He'll get here and he will never leave again.
Pretty much, yeah.
No, I was thinking just crowds of people on the sides of the street while you come down Mass Ave on a steed.
Like, why are we doing this?
Shut up, it's David. He's back.
Oh, hey, my dad's here. Yes, Dad?
Oh, hi, Mr. David.
Hi, how are
Thomas.
you?
Good, I'm well, thank you.
11:15. Okay.
Where's Mom?
I don't know.
It's a new segment we have called
Okay, bye.
David Talks to His Dad.
Hey, sorry about that.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Next time, bring him on camera. We'll have a little.
Then the segment will truly never will end.
He's got a lot to say.
Yeah, he does.
Well, David, thank you so much for joining us. I love that we can, bring you on whenever we need someone to make fun of someone else. Did you catch any of Avery just laying into me right here?
Yeah, she's taking my bit apparently.
Yeah, I think we might have to have a roast off between the two of you. I think we've found the Liverpudlian version of David.
Yeah, Tookie and I we roast battled each other a number of years ago, and it was infinitely damaging to our friendship. So I can only imagine how it is to start a friendship with somebody.
Yeah, you really have to do that with someone you don't know. No.
Yeah.
Those are the best ones where the people know themselves.
Absolutely. That's
because it comes from a place of love.
Yeah.
Now you're going to be roasting some people that you don't know personally,
right?
You probably never will.
Never will. Because
Probably not.
I believe they're both dead. No,
I think they're both dead.
Still alive?
I think they're both dead.
Vonnegut has passed.
Okay, and Ray Bradbury is definitely dead.
Yeah,
he died a while ago.
Okay.
Thank God. Okay, we're good.
Neither one of them really watched the show. So, David, you wanted to start with.
Let's go with Ray.
You want to start with Ray?
Yeah. Let's start with Ray.
So here we got. I mean, but look at this face. How can you make fun of a face like this? He's just so happy.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of a handsome guy, but like, what's up with that hair? He looks like if Darth Vader took the front part of his helmet off. He looks like if Luke Skywalker went into Tashi Station to get those power converters, but then he opened a Wendy's franchise. Like, he looks like if Dave Thomas from Wendy's joined the Beatles. And it's funny because like normally we make fun of these guys' appearance so much, but I can't say too much about him because the more I look at him, the more I think he might be my grandfather.
Yeah.
I don't know, he's a happy guy. Like he witnessed a car accident when he was 16, leading him to never get a driver's license. And I read the Martian Chronicles when I was 15, leading me to never read a book again.
Volty McMoon asks who is this person? This is Ray Bradbury. Yeah.
Mr. Rogers discovered atheism.
He didn't get the courage to ask out a woman until he was 22, and I didn't get laid till I was 24. So the similarities just never end, do they? Like all geniuses are misunderstood at first, right?
Right. Yeah.
Ray, he's famous for his work in science fiction, which explains his weird obsession with robots. There's so many robots in his books. He could get off to an issue of Sky Mall. He was asked to leave the theater when he saw the Terminator.
I probably shouldn't drink coffee in this segment and end up spitting it all over my webcam.
He's more turned on by robots than Matt Gaetz is at a JV basketball game.
Oh no.
Come on. I had to. He also has this weird Rococo way of describing everything in his books. The leaves, the autumn leaves, the leaves that have been the same since the start of time, the leaves, Jesus, Ray, we know. The guy repeats himself more than Daft Punk. His work is like the movie Groundhog Day. It's the same thing every time, and people often cite it instead of having a personality.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. He what was it? His most famous work, obviously, is Fahrenheit 451, which presents a fictional American society and where books are outlawed and burned. The number 451 indicates the temperature at which a book will catch fire and also raise cholesterol level. Of course, though, it'd be irresponsible of me to not mention how dead accurate Fahrenheit 451 predicted the modern-day Republican Party. I'd be worried the book would give them more ideas, but luckily today's Republicans don't know how to read. And it took him 9 days to write Fahrenheit 451 and only 10 days to get out of the bathtub. I don't know if you know, if you go back to these segments, I have so many bathtub jokes about these guys. I don't know why every time.
Hey, you've got a
lane.
A lane.
Yeah,
thank you. Thank you, Chloe. I didn't know what was going on there.
Bolin strikes in this lane. I don't know. That's all I got for Ray.
Well, thank you, Ray Bradbury.
Yes.
Rachel Bloom did a song about Ray Bradbury called "Fuck Me, Ray Bradbury." Take a look. Take a look at that. It's hilarious.
Nice.
So next up, we have the star of Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield, Kurt Vonnegut. Look at that guy.
Oh my god.
There he is. Kurt Vonnegut looks like Andy Serkis swallowed Elvis Costello. He looks like Bob Dylan's accountant. And my God, Vonnegut's work is dark. Kurt Vonnegut's body of work is so dark it makes Game of Thrones look like the Great British Baking Show.
Oh.
It's so dark it's where they filmed Interstellar.
Oh.
Black hole. Yeah.
Yeah.
Black holes are no. Anyways,
they're notoriously dark.
Notoriously dark. Those black
yeah,
holes.
that's kind of their thing.
It's kind of the one thing. Yeah.
Right. You know, I tried to read Cat's Cradle, and then I thought maybe those book burners had a point. He published a collection of short stories called Fate's Worse Than Death, which sums up what it's like to read his books.
Oh.
But honest, like Kurt Vonnegut's whole career can be summed up by every finance bro ever having to read Slaughterhouse-Five in high school because it's required, and then putting it on their Bumble profile as one of their favorite books to appear well-read.
That explains it. Oh my God.
Yes, Kurt Vonnegut's work. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm like a huge Kurt Vonnegut fan.
Mm-hmm.
And we're birthday twins. We have the same birthday. And I love Kurt Vonnegut, but I don't really like dudes that put Kurt Vonnegut on their profile.
Yeah.
But it's everywhere. And so now I understand it. So thank you for explaining that to me.
No problem. It's like him, Chuck Palahniuk, JD Salinger. Like those are the three. Like some dude is like, well, what are people I can say to make it sound like I read? You know,
just willfully misunderstanding.
And the Chuck Palahniuk guys have only read Fight Club. That's the only book.
Willfully misunderstanding Fight Club.
Yeah. If you a step above would be like, no, I read the sex addiction one. Like, but
Thank
it's not
God.
a movie. Yeah. Right.
I really related to it.
Yeah. Kurt's work is more overrated than the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. And if you ingest either, you get blood clots.
Oh, that was the one I got.
You'll be fine.
I'll be fine. Yeah.
We'll be fine.
Did you get that one too, Chloe? Yeah.
Okay.
We're fine. We're fine.
Vonnegut was deployed in World War II, which many historians and experts believe influenced his signature dark humor writing style. But you fought in a war. Big deal. Get over it, Kurt. Hemingway did it before you, and you're no Hemingway.
Damn.
Hemingway said, write drunk, edit sober. And Vonnegut said, write bad, what's editing? Kurt Vonnegut's not only a hack, but he's unoriginal. He's the Coldplay of authors.
Oh, shit.
And of course, and of course, his big catchphrase from Slaughterhouse-Five is, and so it goes. It's used in the book whenever anyone dies and whenever I decide to start reading something else. Hipsters use that catchphrase to sound smart more than Ted Cruz blames his daughters for PR. Over a year in quarantine couldn't get me to pick up one of Vonnegut's books. Maybe whenever COVID-20 rolls around, I'll take a crack at Sirens of Titan, but until then, I'll maintain my stance that reading sucks. We invented movies for a reason. You never hear anyone say, I prefer to ride my horse to work. But if you did, they'd still be less annoying than people who never shut up about what books they're reading. I hate it. Here's the 3 most uninteresting topics you can start a conversation with. 1, what you're reading. 2, your dream vacation spot. And 3, how your improv show went.
Wait, but let me tell you about this one scene. It was so good.
I swear.
And I can't wait to go to Boca.
But in the end, the virtue of Vonnegut's work is that it places the human predicament ahead of character-centric plots. Surprising, perhaps, given the fact that Slaughterhouse-Five is almost universally acclaimed as a masterpiece of postmodern narrative form. Vonnegut's novels address one consistent theme more than most: how society is unjustifiably biased in favor of myths and legends, and he closes his novels by challenging the veracity and usefulness of those figures. Thus, humanity's eternal conflict: those who believe in magic and lore versus those who believe in verifiable knowledge. and of course, those who like Kurt Vonnegut and those who actually have friends.
This is also, I think, kind of triggering for Rachel. So, sorry, Rachel.
Sorry.
You know, it's funny, because we started doing this because we thought it would be fun to roast people who are dead because, you know, they can't get offended, but at least I'm still managing to offend.
Yeah.
People are getting offended on behalf of. We had a lot of people. A lot of people were upset when we were roasting. What?
Andrew Lloyd
the
Webber?
Music guy.
Oh, yeah. Andrew Lloyd Webber and Stephen Sondheim.
Oh, yeah.
Stephen
Sarah
Sondheim.
hates me because of Sondheim. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why she didn't do the show today. She was like, is David doing it? And I was like, yeah, David's doing it. And she's like, no, I can't.
Not after last time.
Not after last time.
time.
Yeah. Next time we'll have to do, I don't know, somebody like Julius Caesar or like someone like long dead, right? Like ancient, you know.
That would be.
I think MLab's still a little upset about Sondheim as well.
That would be fun, roasting like real ancient history.
Yeah.
It'll be harder to find firsthand accounts about them. But,
yeah. You'll have to take most of your stuff from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I think we'll only do those particular historical figures.
I've been looking at Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure for all of these. So
the cartoon, the cartoon that they went and back and they did a Bill and Ted cartoon and they went back and had different adventures.
Video game too.
I didn't know there was a video game.
Mm-hmm. It was really bad.
Well,
but it was fun. Yeah.
Well, that's fair. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, David, I look forward to maybe going next time from the Criterion collection, and then we'll really, like, if we really want to upset Rachel, we'll roast the Criterion collection.
That would be great.
So, but maybe not. Boof says he's here for the Caesar roast.
Yeah.
So yeah, he would be.
All right, David. Thank you so much. I'm going to go back to drinking my coffee now because it's safe.
Okay.
Have a great morning, and we'll probably be playing video games later today.
Probably. Thanks, guys.
See you later. David Thomas, everybody.
David Thomas, everybody.
What a delight. Yeah, I got to breathe for a second. That was. It was a little.
Yeah. It's, like I said, I am a big Kurt Vonnegut fan. Mm-hmm. But there are a lot of other people that are like claim to be Kurt Vonnegut fans that I'm like, I can't talk to you about this.
This is not something we can talk about. I get that. Yeah, I've not read any of his work. I saw they made a movie, I think, with Sean Astin about I think it was a Kurt Vonnegut novel.
A biopic?
No. It was one of his books. It was the book. It was a book with a name, like a person's name for a title.
Mr. Rosewater?
No.
Something like that? What?
No. Let's see. It was Harrison Bergeron.
I've not even heard of that one.
A film, 1995 cable science fiction television movie, loosely adapted from Kurt Vonnegut's 1961 dystopian short story. It's pretty bleak. Yeah, it's pretty bleak.
Yeah.
Which, makes
a lot of his art. They're very we I guess we talk a lot about existentialism on the show. But here it comes back again. They're very like, the world is trash, but you know, you can have a good time sometimes.
Sometimes, but don't get too comfortable. Oh, well, speaking of not getting too comfortable, I don't know, that's not really a thing. Let's look at let's go back to our trivia question because we've got some things to do here. Before we do trivia, let's do birthdays.
Birthdays!
Big shout out. We didn't mention it last week, which was my bad.
Man,
but
come on.
Last week we had 2 birthdays that were very, very important. First, we had Rachel Jane Andelman, one of the producers of the channel. Just an amazing human being. Happy birthday, Rachel. And then I believe Saturday was Ben Scaria's birthday, one of the other producers of the channel.
Happy birthday, Ben Scaria.
So Ben and Rachel, happiest of birthdays to both of you. Yeah, you're both awesome people, and I love working with both of you. So yeah, let's not get too sappy about it, but happy birthday. My wife also wanted me to give a birthday shout out to our dear friend Allie. Her birthday is this week. So happy birthday, Allie.
Happy birthday, Allie.
Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. Let's look at who else's birthday is today. Let's see. Today's birthday is Dudley Moore, Kate Hudson, and everybody's favorite Darth Vader, Hayden Christensen.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. And then this week is, let's see, George Takei, Jessica Lange, and Crispin Glover on Tuesday. Wednesday, Iggy Pop and Rob Riggle. I love Rob Riggle. He's so funny. The Catalina wine mixer. Thursday's John Waters and Ryan Stiles. And then Friday, everybody's favorite duo, Shirley Temple and John Cena.
Wow.
So those are the birthdays this week. Let's see. Yeah, so if you got birthday shout outs, feel free to shoot us an email. That's toomuchbread@gmail.com. Let us know. Yeah, and we'll shout out some birthdays. Or if you want anything shouted out on the show, shoot us an email to that's toomuchbread@gmail.com. And if it's appropriate, we'll shout it out. Cool. So now let's look at the trivia question. Okay, today's trivia question. Who is the only athlete in history to win a Boston Marathon, a New York City Marathon, and an Olympic medal? And let's see. I am going to real quick look at my notes here so I don't butcher the butcher the last name. It's a bit of a mouthful, but the name his name is Meb Kevlevsky. Meb Kevlevsky is his name. Yeah, he was also the first American to win in like 30 years. He won the Boston Marathon in 2014, so the one right after the bombing. He came and ran that the one after that and won. He was also the first person since 1930, or no, yeah, he was the first person since 1930 to be over the age of 30 and win. He won when he was 38.
Wow! Wait, how old was he?
He was 38 when he won the Boston Marathon.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So he's a really cool dude. He's done a lot of stuff. Do yourself a favor and Google this name. It's he's got a really cool website you can check out and see all his accomplishments.
Go check out Meb
Kevlevsky.
Kevlevsky.
No, Kevlevsky.
Okay.
Say it. Kevlevsky.
Kevlevsky.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll take it.
We'll workshop it.
I had to go to a website and type in
on the web.
how to pronounce this last name, and then they read it to you, and then you get it in your head.
That's good that they
Meb on the web. It's a new segment we're doing here on Hello World.
Amazing.
Amazing. So there's that. Cool. Well, we're getting ready to wrap up here. I do want to give a quick shout out to all the shows we've got going on this week. We've got so many shows all week, but tonight especially, it's game show night, as are our Mondays. So we've got That Sounds Right at 7 o'clock, Poof the Magical Game Show at 8, and then Run On at 9.
Mm-hmm.
And then tomorrow for Boy Detectives, they're doing a Boy Detective Poof crossover episode.
Wow.
Where Nate and Bacon are going on to Boy Detectives, and they're going to draft a football team made up of websites. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know how any of those shows work, to be completely honest, but they're always fun to watch. And I learn just a little bit about football in each show. Maybe one day I'll actually watch a game of football. Probably
Someday.
not.
No, you don't need to.
Yeah. And as you can see right now, Rachel's putting the link in the chat to get our newsletter. We send out a newsletter once a week.
One and done.
It's got the weekly schedule on it. It's got any cool little things that we might want to tell you about. And it'll probably have a link to our Patreon on there. You can go and look at our Patreon. You can go to our merch store and look at all the crazy merch we got. Maybe one day Matt will have a football mug. Maybe. I would like to have like a mug that's like shaped like a football. I think that would be would be an interesting mug. But hey, if you want me to have a mug football, you can always send us a DM, get my address, and send me a football mug. Or Chloe, send Chloe a mug, and we'll drink from those mugs on camera.
I'll do it.
We'll do it. I'll say it right now. You send me a mug,
listen,
I'll drink from it.
You send me a mug shaped like any kind of sports equipment.
Yeah. Football helmet, soccer ball.
I'm happy to accommodate.
Ping pong ball. Those are very small. That's a very small. It'll be a very small coffee mug. So challenge sent, internet. Oh no, we're gonna have so many mugs.
My birthday's in November, Bella.
And mine is in June, so mine's coming up.
Yours coming up.
Yeah. Oh, this is not. Yeah, I'm not a big. The 40s. My 40s are starting to slowly like go away, and I'm like, oh god. The fourth Patreon tier costs one football mug a month. You have to send us one a month, or else we kick you out. Well, Matt and Chloe are going to be doing some Patreon stuff, so keep your ears open to that. I can't tell you what it will involve, but it might be something where we do things like this. Let's talk about that.
Let's chat.
So that might be what the show.
That's a little teaser for you.
Little teaser.
We'll tease it.
Yeah, we'll have more information on that in the coming weeks. So stay tuned while we figure all that out on our end. Chloe, do you have any words of wisdom you'd like to share with us to close us out tonight?
Words
today?
of
there
wisdom.
It is, Bella. I said tonight.
Words of wisdom. Don't forget snacks. If you're going we're getting more out and about these days, and we forget about things like sunscreen and water and snacks. So it's pack a snack. Take a snack with you. If you feel a little cranky, get a snack.
Oh man, the other day I was so angry because I've started a new job. So it's weird hours too. So it's like I'll eat a little something before I go, but then I won't have anything there. So then when I get home, I'm like, and I'm like, oh, I just need to eat something.
Yeah, just need a snack.
Just a little snack. That's all you need. Handful of cashews. Yeah. All right, everybody. That's our show. Thank you so much for watching. Please follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we will see you next week. Until then, goodbye, world.
Goodbye, world.